Hi guys, welcome to Naresh IT. This is Sudhakar, and today we are going to discuss about one of the important concept in database, that is called joins. So as of now, whatever we discuss by using select query, by using select query, what we discussed there. So now I am going to in previous in select operation I said to you, in select operation I said to you, so whenever you want to go for to retrieve the data from the table, we have a three methods. We have a three methods I said. First one what I said here, selection, and the second one we said here, projection, and third one we said here, joins. So selection, projection, and joins. So these are the three methods. These three methods I am going to using. The reason is to retrieve my information from the table. So we can say we can retrieve. So retrieve methods, simple I can say now. So these are the three mechanisms are there here. The retrieve methods are mechanisms. Selection, projection, and joins. So selection I already discussed. Selection is nothing but whenever you want to retrieve the data from the table based on the condition, is called as a selection. So selection is nothing but to retrieve the information from the table with the condition. With condition we called a selection method. And same to same projection I said. So projection is nothing but the same kind of definition. So retrieving the data from the table without condition is nothing but, condition is nothing but, don't confuse, condition is nothing but, for example, where condition I can say. So without where condition and with where condition. So when you want to retrieve the information from the table, then it is called a selection or projection. So selection, projection, the only the difference is condition is a difference. So these are the two methods we are going to use to retrieving information from the table, but whatever the information I am going to retrieve here, that information I retrieved from single table. So from one table, from one table we can go to user, but some situations I can go to retrieve the information from multiple tables. So when I was go to like that, then which method I can use means at this moment. So whenever you want to go for to retrieving the information from multiple tables, at this moment selection and projection both are not supported, both are not useful. So at this situation I can use another third the mechanism here, that is called a joins. So joins mechanism, I need whenever I want to go for to retrieving the data from multiple tables. So now we will check the joins, how we can use and how I can retrieve the information from multiple tables, and how many types of joins are there. This is all we can discuss in this session. So now in this session we will go for the joins mechanism in SQL Server. So first of all I will give the definition of joins. So joins is nothing but simple I can say, so retrieving, so whenever we retrieve, so when we retrieve the data from more than one table, is called as joins, simple I can say. So when we go to retrieving the data from more than one table, then you can use your joins mechanisms. This joins was again classified into some types here, that what kind of joins are there. So we will discuss here. So joins again the classified into two categories it was classified. One category we can say, one category that we called as a ANSI format joins is a one thing. And second category in this only, the second category it was called as a non-ANSI format joins. The two types it was classified, ANSI and non-ANSI. But first ANSI and non-ANSI, what is the differences we will go to discuss here. So simply I can say now ANSI joins are nothing but when we are going to retrieving the data with on keyword condition, I can say on keyword join condition, then we can call it as a ANSI format. So, simple difference was there ANSI and non-ANSI. What is that means? ANSI means when we retrieving the data with on keyword join condition, then it is called as a ANSI format joins. Simple I can say. Okay. So, but the same to same, non-ANSI is nothing but what it is here. The same I can go to retrieve my information from the table, okay, with where keyword, okay, join condition is called as a non-ANSI format. So, this is the main difference in between ANSI and non-ANSI. So, the thing is what now, with on keyword condition I just kept like here to double quote, and here is called as a where keyword condition. Okay. Then this is the main point in between ANSI and non-ANSI formats. Okay. And some people saying that ANSI format joins are, okay, these are called as a new style format we called, okay, we called here, okay, and non-ANSI joins are we called as a old style format, okay. So, this what we called, simply we can say, so it is a new style format and this is old style format. But again in non-ANSI format joins, okay, we have some joins here that we will check out now one by one. So, what is that means? First one I can say inner join, and the second one we can say here, okay, outer join. In this outer join only the subjoins was there here, okay. So, in this outer join only the subjoins, so for example, the subjoins here, for example, the subjoins here, outer joins again, it will be classified into 3 types now. So, in this first one I can say now we called as, now I will go for left outer join, second one we called as right outer join, and third one we called as a full outer join. So, again outer joins are classified into 3 types, left outer, right outer and full outer. And the third one we called as a, this is called a cross join, simple I can say, okay, cross join. So, these joins what it is here, which was comes under ANSI format joins, okay, otherwise we called as a new style format joins, okay. So, now these are 3, but when come to, and one more thing was there, okay, one more thing what is there, that is called a natural join, okay. So, one we called as a natural join. So, this natural join, okay, it is also one of the join, we can say that is called a natural. So, what it is natural join we will discuss later, and these are what it is here we called as a ANSI format joins. But when come to non-ANSI category, in the same to same non-ANSI category we have a some joins here, again these are classified here, the non-ANSI category, okay. So, that what we called here, in this first one we called as a equi join, and second one we called as a non-equi, okay. So, non-equi join, and third one we called as a self join, okay. So, these are again 3 types. So, non-equi, equi, self join, okay. So, these 3 joins, okay, which was called as a non-ANSI format joins, okay, because these joins whenever I am going to using this non-ANSI format joins, you must and should be retrieve your information based on the where keyword condition. So, based on the where keyword condition we are going to, okay, we are going to retrieving your information, and when you use equi, non-equi, self, the joins especially we are going to using with the where keyword condition only, but this joins I cannot use with the on keyword condition, it was not supports. In the same to same ANSI format joins whatever we discuss here, okay, these joins also same to same, these joins will be implemented or working only with the on keyword condition only, but you can't, okay. So, but you can't work with the where keyword condition. If you try to work with where keyword condition, then it is not acceptable, okay. So, this is what it is here, the 2 ANSI and non-ANSI format joins in our SQL Server. And later what I am doing here, we will go for one by one. First I will show you ANSI format joins, how it will be work. So, inner join, outer joins, again in outer joins subjoins are there, left, right, full, and cross and natural joins, okay. So, we are going to discuss this joins one by one on your sample tables. Okay, so before that, before I want to work with my ANSI format joins, first what I want to do now, I will go to create some sample tables in my database. Okay, so let us see how we can create those tables in our database. I will show you first of all, and later we will go to apply your ANSI and non-ANSI joins. Okay, let us see now. And later, as usual, you know how to connect it to your server. And later I will go for to take your new query option for writing my queries purpose. And later you should be select your required database. My required database is my class. Okay, so that means in which database do you want to create your tables. Okay, the database I just selected. And after selected your required database, my class here, then you just come to take for example, I want to go for Object Explorer and to go for databases folder and see my class database was there here. Okay, but in this my class database, if you want to expand here and to see your tables, already the previous sessions purpose we created some tables now. So department, EMP, Chennai, Hyderabad, employee and student. So now we will go to create. Okay, now we will go to create. Okay, so but before that I am going to delete the student table. I am going to delete it now. Okay, and now I just go to create my sample tables. I am going to create it first of all. Okay, so let us see now one by one sample tables I will give. I will go to create now. So example I say, so examples, first table I am going to create table. My table name is first one student of, okay, student ID integer, and the student name I am sending your varchar of some 40. And later I will take my for example student, okay, mail ID I will take it now. So student mail ID, that was I am sending your varchar of some 40. Later I will go for the CID. CID is nothing but simple I can say, otherwise CR, course ID I will take now. Okay, so course ID. Okay, so this ID I will take now for example integer. Okay, so the mail ID, student ID, student name, and student mail ID and course ID. So otherwise course ID here some little bit confusion was there, that I can go for here. Okay, course ID I will take now, course ID integer, I just take it now. So now after taking this columns in my first table, now I am going to execute this query. Now you can see the query completed successful. After completed successful, what I am doing here in this table, I am going to insert some records. Okay, so but the records I can insert by graphically, I can go to insert. Okay, so now how to insert here, observe. Okay, so now after creation of your table, now I am going to inserting some data, but I am using a GUI manner. Okay, because time saving here. Okay, for time saving purpose, I just go to take your my student table. I just click right mouse button and go to your edited top 200 rows. This is one of the option. On this option, you just come out and click. After click on this, then it will be open. You know, already I show you. And later after that it was a table. Okay, the table was displayed here, and one by one data I am going to insert it now. For example, I inserted like this here 101, and later I will take some name here. Okay, for example Adams. So I will take the mail ID. Okay, so now add, okay, at the rate. So I will go for here for example gmail.com, and later I am going to inserting here next okay, gmail.com, and next course ID I am going to send here course ID 10. In the same to same 102, and I will go for here the second one I am taking here James. Okay, so I will take the ID here J at the rate. Okay, so I will go for hotmail.com, and now I will take this course 20. In the same to same pattern 103. Okay, I will go for this, and one more name I will take here Scott, and I will take here Scott at the rate yahoo.com, and now this course ID 10. So like this you can insert number of records in your table, and after inserting my data I just go to execute. Once data was executed successfully in my table. Later in the same pattern, my second table I am going to create it now. So again I will create second table. So create a table, my table name is course, and here I will take Okay, so course ID I will take it here, it is integer, and later I will take course name. I am sending here varchar of some size, okay, and later course fee. The course fee I will take your decimal of 6 comma 2. So this is one more table I am going to design, and I selected this table query to execute, and now command was completed successful, and later I just come same to same I am going to inserting some data into this table also. Okay. Now come to course and go to edit top 200, and later I will be inserted one by one here. So for example, course ID 10 and course name, for example, I can say SQL course, okay, otherwise I will say SQL Server. So SQL Server, and now I will go for here, for example, the 1200 the course is, and later 20. Okay, so this is called a SQL, okay, DBA I will take now. So now this is for example 1500, and later I will take one more record 40, okay, that I will take your for example MSBI, okay. So this course was for example 3200, and the same to same one more record I will take here, for example SAP, the SAP I will take here 2400 here I will take it. So these are some records I inserted into my second table course. After inserted data, then you can go to execute now. So once you executed the data in two tables, okay, now the tables I am going to showing here, okay, first of all after design these two tables, okay, then I will come to, so the two tables I am going to calling now, select star from first table I just go student, and the same to same I just go select star from, okay, my table is course. Now I am going to execute this two query statements, and you can see that the sample tables information I was input or inserted into my table. Okay. So after data was created like this and data was inserted like this, okay, then can you see this in this table, you will get some doubt. So why should I was taken here one common column I was taken here. So course ID and here course ID I was taken. So why it was taken course ID we will see in the classes. Okay. So now course ID why I was taken, and later on some matching values also there. For example, you can see 10, 20, and here I was taken 10, 20. This is called a matching records or matching data we call. And one more thing what it is here 30 was there, okay, and here 40 and 50 was there. So these are called as a unmatching records or rows. Okay, but why I was taken like this common column name and matching data, matching rows, or unmatching data, unmatching rows, why I was taken like this means when you want to perform your joins one by one on this two table, when you want to retrieve the data based on condition, then you can understand that what it is exactly happen. Okay. So now table creation was successfully done, and now let us see, we will go to discuss one by one joins, okay, from ANSI format first of all. So now ANSI format, first I will go to ANSI, and you can see in ANSI joins, my first join is what now? Inner join. Okay. So simple I can say inner join is nothing but, okay, whenever you want to retrieve the data, okay, based on an equality condition, then we called as a inner join. Now, so inner join means what it is now? Retrieving or retrieve the data from more than one table or from multiple tables, otherwise multiple tables, okay, retrieving the data or retrieve the data from multiple tables based on an, okay, equality condition. So I am going to take here equality condition. So whenever I will go for to retrieve my information based on equality condition, then it is called a inner join, simply we called. Okay. But whenever I am using inner join, okay, my next point what it is here, in this inner join, okay, you must and should be, okay, when you use your inner join, you must and should be take a common column is required. So now I am going to take here one common column. Okay. So whenever I want to go for inner join mechanism, I should be need one common column. So that is a necessity here. That's why I am taking here common column in my two tables. Okay. So one common column is necessary when you want to perform. So common column, okay, I require here common column. okay. But this common column, whatever it is there, the common column data type. So, which one is a common column? The common column data type, the common column data type should be, otherwise must be same. Okay. So, I have one common column is necessity when I was go to use my inner join, and later the common column data type must be same. So, these are the three options you just go to remember. But when I am going to retrieving my data, okay, by using inner join, I can retrieve here the data is matching data, I can matching data, otherwise you can say matching rows we are going to retrieving based on the equality condition. Okay, so equality condition when I am using here, then I can retrieve matching rows or matching data from multiple tables. Okay, so this is another point should be remember. So these points should be remembered when you want to work with your inner join. Okay, and let us see one example. I will go to show you how I can use inner join on my given two tables, so student and courses. Let us see now one example. I will show you how we can join this. So what is my requirement here? I want to write a query to retrieve the data from the multiple tables. Instead of that, I can say write a query to display student courses details. Write a query to display student courses details from the tables by using inner join. So let us see inner join. I will go for to how you can write your inner join query. But before I want to show the how to write your the join and how to take your information, means first of all, before this what it is happening here, I am going to give one syntax now. So what is my syntax here? Join syntax I will be using now. So I will take here the join syntax first of all. So joins are used for retrieving purpose only. So select star, otherwise I can say list of column names from table name 1, from table name 1, and immediately you can give your join key. After join key, take your table number 2, and this is what now? ANSI. ANSI means which condition? On condition. So on, I want to give here a joining condition. I want to give joining condition. So this is simple what I am saying here. When you want to join the 2 or more than 2 tables, data, then you can use this syntax, but this syntax is represented ANSI format joins. So based on this syntax, what I am going to here, I am going to take my information. Now I am going to writing. So suppose I want to display student courses details from the tables by using inner join. So simply as per our syntax, what I am doing here, I am going to write like select star. Star means all columns in the table. Star from my first table name is student, and later which join means I can use what now? Inner join. So inner join, and next what I am using? Course. And after that here what is happened? The condition I want to give. But when I was given condition, the join condition, whatever I am going to write here, the which column is a common column in the 2 table, that column should be taken in your join condition. So that's why I am taking here course ID is equals to course ID if I given now. When I was given course ID, if I want to execute it now, then you can see it will give compilation error. What is our compilation error? Ambiguous problem was occurred. So why it was occurred? Ambiguous problem means, can you see this? In your 2 table, the same column name was there. So same column name was having in 2 tables means that automatically your server will confuse it. So that confusion is called a ambiguous problem. So to overcome this problem, what I want to do now, I want to give some table identity. So to avoid this problem, I should be use table identity. But how I can give table identity means is nothing but your table name you can give as an identity. So now first I am giving here student is my first table dot course ID. In the same to same, second one what it is here? Course. So course dot course ID. So once I was taken like this here, then you can see now I am going to execute this join and to join your 2 tables data. So after join like this here, then you can see your join, the inner join was retrieved the data from multiple tables based on an equality condition. When I was use my equality condition, can you see this? The matching data only got it. So 10 is equals to 10 and 20 is equals to 20. So matching data only we retrieved from table, but unmatching data of student table, unmatching table, we didn't retrieve here, okay, because of my condition is what now, equality condition. So, based on equality condition, your student course ID is equals to course dot course ID. So, based on this condition, okay, based on this condition is called a joining condition, we called as, based on this condition it will be retrieving only matching data or rows. Okay. This is simple, the example how we can join the two tables data and retrieve. But what I said here, if this is ANSI format join, but in this ANSI format join, in place of on keyword condition, if I use where keyword. When I was use where keyword, then you can go to execute this query, then you can see it will give come error. What is error? Incorrect syntax near, the keyword is where. So, that means where I cannot use in ANSI format joins. So, that is why in place of where I should be give on keyword condition and later you can execute, then you will be get your output. Okay. So, this is what it is here, simple inner join, to join your tables data based on equality condition and on keyword should be used. Okay. But in this join what has happened, we are getting or retrieving matching data only. But if I want to know, if I want to retrieve the data, unmatching data, if I want to retrieve from the two tables, okay, then which mechanism we can use, okay, so that we will check out. So, that outer, that means what we can say, the unmatching data as well as matching data. So, matching, unmatching, both if I want to retrieve from multiple tables, then I can use what now, the next join keyword, that is called a outer join. Okay. So, that outer join, how we can use, how we can retrieve the matching and also unmatching data from the tables, that we will discuss in the next session, okay, in the video. Okay. So, I hope that you will enjoy. Thank you so much.